Howdy folks, today we're playing Etali, but in a mono white control deck and March the Machine standard. Basically, we're literally just dropping some of the high end and dropping Etali in. And we took out Restoration of Iganjo and put in Fable the Mirror Breaker. Not too crazy. This deck actually was built by somebody who won a... Actually, sorry, they took second place in a standard challenge recently. Their screen name was Pepisera? I don't know. I will link the challenge, the link to the challenge down below. I have all the deck lists for the challenge, but they took second place, so you can find this deck there. And that's a best of 3 format. So I chopped the sideboard off to make it, the deck work in best of 1. But I really do like the idea here. Just power up mono white control with the ability to just end the game with Etali. I think that's a really good plan, and I'm excited to try it out. So do just that on the ladder. Alrighty, we're going first here. I'll keep this little Bang Buster on turn 2 action. See what my opponent's gonna be doing. Nice little raccoon that does some different poses. Okay, it's kind of cute. We're looking for lands. Lands in the next few draws, certainly. Their own Jetmir's Garden. Alright, Bang Buster. We want Fable next turn. What do we want to draw with a Bang Buster? Age-old question. I think we want Fable though, because it gives us the ability to ramp into the Etali, which I think is what we're going to try to do. One's got sleeves that would indicate to me that they're also doing some ramping. They have a counter spell here. That would be interesting development. Jetmir's Garden and a counter spell. I think we're just getting paired against the mirror, maybe it even looks like. I mean, obviously, like, they're not mono white control. They're probably just some Etali go over the top deck. They do have the make disappear, though. That's unfortunate. Alright, we need to hit the lands now. Underground River. And the Celestis. Okay. Alright, we didn't hit a land, so I guess she's gonna Fable to try to ramp back to being on curve. And drop this Bank Buster and a companion next turn. This has to be some sort of big ramp strategy. It could just be a domain deck, though. Could be domain control with this, just the Jetmir's Garden thrown in. But I'm not. The Yavimaya Coast is throwing me off. I could see it being like blue-black domain, and you just have the Jetmir's Garden in there. All right, now I'm pretty convinced this is a domain deck of some kind. Sheldred. Okay, we have an ossification for that. I think we're fine. We'll submit 0. Get rid of this Sheldred. Attack. Pass the turn and drop the Bank Buster. They can't play in, I guess they could play an Invoke. I guess, I didn't play the Spirited Companion because I didn't think they could play an Invoke, but they do have 3 black on the battlefield. Don't really think they're an Invoke deck, though. Not sure exactly what kind of deck they are, though. Whatever it is, hopefully we can keep up in the value department with these Bank Busters and eventually this Etali. Destroy all artifacts. They're going to kill their own Celestis, though. They think that's worth killing our Bank Buster and our treasure. Okay. We're getting low on red mana. Maybe the Goblin can help us provide another red with the treasure. My guess is going to be trying to Brotherhood's End again next turn. You don't want to just let the Fable have free reign. let's attack. Get our treasure. Did our opponent miss a land drop that turn? I think they did. Just go back to this Bank Buster. Well, they have a negate. I could see them countering this. I just didn't play a land. That is a huge mistake from me. Okay, my bad. Just skipped playing my land. One of those times where you're just playing late at night and you kind of just forget to do something during your turn. That's a crucial misstep. See if it punishes us big. We can still cast this Etali if we want to. But either way, it's probably going to be countered. Unless they go for a Wandering Emperor here on our 2/2. Thinking about killing our 2/2 or not. They have to probably wonder if we can cast some sort of big spell, though. They'd think we didn't have another land in hand because we kind of played that way. And I think we can't... I don't know. We got to try to make them waste this mana, I think. We're just going to draw. Eventually get to this Etali. Pass the turn. They have... See, yeah, just wasted 5 mana. So that's a good turn exchange for us. Rockfall Vale. Alright, Bank Buster time. Okay, attack with both. Putting our opponent on a little bit of a clock. Alright, so what am I scared of? If I have this, I still have 2 to pay for and make disappear, so I think we're probably good to go here. Just try this out. Alright, it resolves. Show me the Atraxa. Lauren and Bank Buster. I'll cast these both, that's fine with me. That's all I needed to see. Okay. Mustn't have Wraths in their deck. I'm not really sure what our opponent's deck exactly built around, and I missed playing my land drop once, but either way, hey, that's a victory. Alright, we're going first, and you get some farm handing going on. I like that. You can get a lot of planes. And Swift Spear from our opponent, okay. Farm hands could potentially eventually turn into a lifelinker, which could be relevant. Oh, wow. If you want to lightning strike the farmhand, I am in on that. Okay. All right, does that mean they have excess lightning strikes? Probably does. I think I'm just going to companion for now. And try, my hand is not shaping up well. Try to Guardian the companion. Furnace Punisher. Okay, gonna need to play a basic land this turn. Does have Menace. So I guess we'll just try to ossify the Punisher since it has Menace. Can't block it. Save some life this way. Seeing more and more lists with the Furnace Punisher. Not sure how good it is. A lot of lands in my hand though. Kumano, okay. What else you got? Another lightning strike. Play with fire. Okay. Probably not another play with fire, at least. Alright, companion first, see what we hit. Guardian time. Look at this companion. Attack my opponent. Get my companion back. Wandering Emperor, that's what we want to see. That's a way to gain some life. Raiju, okay. Yeah, they can make that so we can't. They're gonna hit with both. Very peculiar, okay. We're just going to exile it now.
Feel the energy of battle.
And now I think we're gonna pass.
You are not much of a
Next turn we can cycle this Jedmir's Garden. Adversary, but nothing in the yard. Into Felden. Felden at the Wandering Emperor. Everything else at me. Sure. Okay, let's see what they hit. Kumano, probably their best card. The Mountain. Not gonna lie, I was not expecting the Mountain to get taken. Okay. Cycle the Garden here. Lay down arms. Don't hate that. Go to the Adversary. Honestly, probably just get my value while I can. I guess that'll die eventually. Gain a life here. Mountain, don't have any more of those in my deck. It's fine. Pass the turn. Alright, gotta find some other draws. Flooding out severely here. Alright, so that makes sense why they took that to get a lightning strike. Kill our Guardian. They just attack with the Adversary. We won't block it. Okay. Companion, alright. Anything else? Bankbuster. Alright, draw a card. The Lauren. Okay, Lauren can kill the Kumano. And a Phoenix Chick. Okay, we're blocking, certainly. Sarah Paragon, all right, what do we have in there? I think we want to get this Cabretti Courtyard. Just to gain life. Then we can't draw off the Bankbuster, but I think that's fine. I think we really need a life gain. Alright, at 8 here. Pass the turn. See what they have for us. Belden, that's pretty good. Are you going to attack? I think I'll trigger the Lauren. That's probably my safest play. Swiftspear Adversary. Okay, Adversary's gonna get something good next turn. Okay, does not enter tapped at least, so that's good. When this permanent... Go into a graveyard from the battlefield, exile that, okay. Yes, so ambitious farmhand coming in. Yep, get a plains. Play it. Gurpur. Get another plains. No attacks past the turn. And I can crew the Bank Buster if they target one of my creatures with this lightning strike that's in their yard. Well, they no longer have lightning strikes. It's got to be play with fire. Okay. But if they target the farmhands, then we can certainly just Paragon. Sure, that's fine. Got crew, Bank Buster here, farmhand time, gain the life, take a free block, go to 11, and really put the hurt on our opponent. There we go. GG's. Alrighty, going first here. I'll keep this. Can lead on Bank Buster on 2. Opponent goes Forest Pass on turn 1. Forest Pass. What kind of deck is this? A mono green stompy deck? Double forest leads me to believe that that's going to be the case. In that instance, if they played an 0-3, I think I want to play this Fable. Try to ramp a little bit. We'll get this Emperor. This will be nice. Do they have a Stomper this turn or what they're doing? One in the tank. Probably have a few options here. Could flood the board with some other ramp, probably. Other Scrap Gorgers or things like it, but they're a little worried maybe that we're running board wipes. Very possible that we're running board wipes based on what you've seen from our deck so far. Canker Bloom. Interesting. They're going to kill one of these. They're going to have to make a tough decision. Not sure what they should choose, honestly. Choose the Fable, okay. And we have another Fable. Alright, attack with a 2-2. Yep, free block. I guess we could have Wandering Emperor there. Yeah, that was definitely better to Wandering Emperor there, but okay, I'm just making all kinds of mistakes right now. But I guess I will Wandering Emperor now. Not the best play I could have made. Certainly.
Now you've done it. Hat's coming off.
But it is a play I could have made.
Sad to see you go.
They have a green mana that they can use for something? What could this be? 1 green mana holding something up. I'm not sure. Well, it's not Tyvar stand or something like that. They would have used it, I believe. Definitely think that would have been the case. Mishra's Foundry and 4 lands. Lucrinos, okay. So we can't quite get to 7 mana this turn, unfortunately. Not quite in the cards. Think we're gonna pass. Try to draw with this Bank Buster and eventually get to this Etali. If this was a 4-4 this turn, we'd be in a little bit better shape. And if this was on 4, yeah, there's definitely ways we could have played this differently. Doomscar Warrior. Give this Trample. It's fine, I think. That means they're attacking with it. And we can attack with our 3-3. They're not going to get the trigger here. could trade it for a Bank Buster here, which I like actually. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm fine to trade it for the Bank Buster. Go ahead and draw. And honestly, my hand's pretty good. I guess I don't need this companion. Plus on the 3/2/2 to make it a 3/3. Attack with both, make it hard to block now. And our opponent should have some pretty good hits for us with this Etali. But we have some good hits too. Companion and Tyvar stand. Okay. So I'll decline to cast that one. Not the best hits I've ever seen, but land is not terrible off the companion. So we have a way to remove our Etali. Green Sun's Twilight. Creature and land, Vorinclex and a couple forests, that's fine. The Vorinclex is going to be able to flip next turn. Alright, attack with everybody. Sure, opponent's gonna take a heaping pile there. Now we get to play this Guardian. What do we have in the yard? Nothing great for the Paragon, so I guess yeah, it was Guardian. Exile the Etali. Might as well get this Paragon down. Just make as big a board as we can. Get this Etali back.
May your blade strike true.
Loaded Contaminator and Companions, sure. So we have a huge board, but our opponent's gonna be able to flip this Vorinclex. They hit a land, which they should be able to. Oh, obviously it's in their hand. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, well, that's a win. GG's. Okay, it's an interactive hand on the draw. I think I can live with that. Opponent's got what looks like could be a mono red card sleeve. I feel like people actually are pretty easy to read. They have the dragon and this. I just knew it was mono red coming. Okay. Unfortunately, though, they did not provide me something to lay on arms on turn 1. They had Monastery Swift Spirit on turn 1. We'd been very happy. Like they had switched the order of this around. We've been very happy to kill it. Alas, it's not the case. Ooh, yikes. Okay. This card is so good. The Kamano faces Kakazin. Hard to beat 2 of them. Yeah, I think we have to be mana efficient this turn. Exile the Swift Spear. Hopefully next turn, if we draw untapped land, we can Ossification and lay down arms. Really try to keep up that way, but even then, it's looking dire already. One has had the ideal draw from the mono red side of the battlefield, and they're on the play. They didn't have something there, though. All right, so their draw started to come apart. I think I'll go Companion. See what I draw, and then I'll lay down arms that etchings. Could have a Lightning Strike here, obviously. With fire, yep, same thing. Let's discard to the top. Probably a land, then. Still think we have to just get the value where we can. Pass the turn. Okay, they have land squee. That's what I'm a little worried about here. Land mechanized warfare. Okay, that means we're blocking. Ooh, Lorna the third path? Yes, that was right on time. Kill that mechanized warfare and potentially block this etching. Thank you very much. Probably means they're an End the Festivities deck. Didn't use it against our companion. Could use it now. It'd be good here now. Chandra. Also pretty good. We have an ossification for that, though.
This little candle's gonna set your world on fire. You're lucky this is
Lightning strikes us. Okay. Yep, we'll block. Yeah, I think I'm going to play Spirited Companion instead of the Bank Buster. So might as well play it first, see what we hit before I ossify. Ossification. All right, yep. Going to play that now. Get this plains. Get this Chandra.
no
Slowly but surely clawing out of this. For opponent bricks for a turn or so, we're going to be in business. They didn't there, though. I think here's a good draw. Do I think they'll block? I think there's a chance they block and the damage doesn't matter, so might as well just do this. With a Bank Buster. Pass the turn. Wandering Emperor. That was a fantastic draw. Gains us a little bit of life. And cycle whatever they want with the blood now. And they're going to pass, okay. Paragon. Nothing in the yard to gain life with. We would ideally like to not have to... We would like to hit a 6 land there so we could Bank Buster and Wandering Emperor. We're gonna have to choose now. With fire is us, okay. Better than a lightning strike. See what they do here. One to the bottom, okay. Want them to have to use this blood. Try to get away with lands or anything like that. And the festivities, they didn't think that was good enough. I think that could have gotten them pretty close to their goal. Okay, let's draw with the Bank Buster. Need to hit lands. Yep, that was good. And the Courtyard's also good. I think the Courtyard's so good, in fact, we need to play it now. Gain 1 life, then also have the life to gain with the Paragon next time around. Pass the turn. Didn't use whatever it was. Is it a land? Tense game. Tense game. Paragon will be able to give us 3 life next turn with a Courtyard at least. Nothing. Okay, gonna move to draw. Do they also have Lightning Strike? They drew play with fire lightning strike on their last turns. I mean, that's what happens. Sometimes you just lose to bad beats. Okay. Doesn't look like it. All right, Paragon time. Courtyard. Come on, let us gain this life. Island. Okay, life went through. That is very nice to hear. And now I think we need to start attacking him. That's what we're gonna do. Gotta close the game out at some point. Pass a turn. So whatever they had, it wasn't a lightning strike. Swift Spear, that's fine. Phoenix Chick. Okay, we have blockers for this though. And now I'm feeling pretty good. Oh, the Cabaretti Courtyard was another fantastic draw. Next turn, that'll be able to gain us some life. Well, let's see what we hit with this Etali. Farmhand, and I'll take a Feldon too, why not? Nice thing about Farmhand is it can become a life linker, which is definitely what we need. Attack like this, keep 3 back, yep. My opponent, I definitely don't block anything. And we're slowly pulling back. I mean, looks pretty good. We did slowly pull back. Now we're, I would say, in a commanding position. Took a while to get here, though. Pass a turn. We've got blocks. Can't block this Phoenix Chick. Don't have anything in their yard. Don't have enough for the adversary and on the back end. So, okay. Nice. I'll take that. The victory, and there we go. Brings us into platinum. Beginning of the month woes over. GG's. Let's hit the wrap up. Alrighty, we're back with a wrap up with Etali White, and I misspoke earlier. This deck actually took 3rd in the challenge I took this deck from, but then the same person, Pepsira, played the deck again, the challenge the next day, and top 8 and finished 8th. So 2 fantastic finishes, and they basically just ran back the same deck. The cool thing about this the deck is, I think in best of 3s you have a lot of options for the sideboard, so you can really transform your deck. This deck doesn't have any board wipes or anything, but you can certainly go that direction with Sunfall to populate cards like that, and then you can protect yourself with Surge of Salvation, which I think is a pretty important card in the standard, in best of 3 at least, to protect you from some of the black and red variants. I think in this deck, I feel like I just feel like a little bit underwhelmed by the Guardian of Ghirapur. Like, I know that the intent is for you to play the Etali and then for you to hit the Guardians and to really keep chaining that value, but I never got to live that dream, and I feel like that dream it comes up less often than you would think. So I'm thinking there's an argument to play the Restoration of Arganjo, or it's at least in some number instead of it, but obviously the person who piloted this deck did very well with this version of the deck, so they would probably say, hey, you don't need to change anything from the list. But I'm just thinking in the best of 1 perspective, maybe there are some things we can change. Definitely a cool list, though. I think this is I would probably go this direction of mono white in general. I think that dropping the Eternal Wanderer for Etali gives you a huge power spike, which I think is pretty cool. I am a little wary that you don't have any board wipes in this deck, but you have a lot of ways to remove permanents, and the Wandering Emperor, Ossification, Lay Down Arms, even Lauren of the Third Path. There's a lot of creatures you can actually end up killing. But I am just a little bit concerned that you can't wipe the board or really have any huge comeback mechanisms. But if you start out ahead and then play your Tali near on time, I think you're in a pretty good spot. In general. So cool deck. I like the idea. Just, hey, take one of the best cards that you can actually splash, just Etali. You don't have to do a whole thing with Invoke Justice and all that, and warp your deck for a track set to make it work. You can just Etali, get that value right away, And you also get to play Fable, which is one of the best cards in Standard as well. So I really like the idea of the deck, and I think this version is executed pretty well. I think there are some tweaks around the edges that could potentially be made to make this better for best of one, but I haven't solved that yet, and I'll let you guys know if I find what I feel like is the best list for best of one. But for now, you can definitely still do some winning in best of one. Definitely one more than I lost with this deck by a good amount. Maybe I should start tracking those numbers. I'm not sure, but either way, as always, until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.